everyone, it's Justine, and today I'm going to be showing you how to color on black cardstock. I'm going to be using the Catherine Pooler Love is in the Air Stamp of Approval collection today. I'm not going to show you the whole collection in one video. If you're interested in seeing that, check out Catherine's blog. And I will be showing you just some portions of the collection and how I use them. So this theme here overall for the collection is there's lots for Valentine's Day, for travel, long distance love, regular love, and just overall really pretty stamps. And I am obsessed with this stamp set here. It is so gorgeous. I love that intricate world map as well as all the things you can build with it, the borders, the sentiments, and everything that comes with it. So I'm going to be using one of the sentiments as well as the world map today to create my card. I'm going to be using the MISTI to stamp out all of the stamps here, and I'm going to be sticking the world map on as well as the sentiment. And I'm going to be embossing in silver embossing powder so that I have the lines I need in order to color the stamp. I would also recommend that you would keep the world map on here on your MISTI. If you happen to go over the lines with your markers and it doesn't come off the embossing powder, you can go ahead and emboss that a second time over top once you finish coloring. So don't remove it from the MISTI when you're finished. So now that I have everything set up perfectly, I am going to just stamp the map first. If the sentiment is small enough that you're using, you're welcome to stamp that at the same time. However, I felt like it would interfere with the world map stamp. So I stamped that, or I inked it up in VersaMark ink, and I'm going to stamp that onto some black cardstock. This is Catherine Pooler's black cardstock, and it's the first time I'm giving this a try. And I really like the thickness so far, and when I was finished heat embossing it, it hardly warped at all, which is really, really great. There's always a little bit of warpage that can be expected when you're applying heat to the cardstock, but it was very minimal. So I'm going to be using some silver embossing powder. This is super fine detail from Ranger. I like fine detail better than regular detail because I find it gets more of the intricate details of the stamp set. So once that's all finished, I'm going to apply some heat with my heat tool here. I let it run about 30 seconds before I actually end up applying it to my paper so that it's nice and hot and I get the minimal amount of time necessary to add that to my, or to heat up my cardstock. Next, I'm going to be using some Kirarina ink markers that I purchased quite a while ago that I haven't had a chance to use yet. They're really, really great for writing on black cardstock, and I originally saw them in a video from Wagner when she had done envelopes with them, and they created such a vibrant look on black cardstock that I wanted to give them a try just with my regular stamping and coloring images. So pretty much how you use them is you just give them a shake. You can push down on the tip to add more color to the tip of the marker, and then you just go ahead and color. So I'm using 3 colors today, pink, green, and yellow, and I will be linking to those in the video description if you're interested at all. And I'm just going to color Africa here so that you get the picture. I'm just coloring inside all of the small details here, and I'm coloring up the entire map. So once I'm finished, it actually looks like this, and you can see how vibrant and bold those colors are on black cardstock. They're so gorgeous, and I love them. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment this time. I'm going to be doing the exact same thing I had done earlier with the map, embossing that in silver embossing powder. And this is the point too, if you thought that the marker got on your embossing powder a lot, if you wanted to go ahead and re-stamp the map right now, and then go over it with embossing powder again, you could do that, but you would have to wait for the marker to dry completely. So just stamping the sentiments here, and I absolutely have a special place in my heart for travel, and I have a special place in my heart for long distance relationships since I did that for a very, very long time and currently doing it again. So this is one of the reasons why I chose the sentiment that I chose. So the sentiment reads, "And so the adventure begins," and I think this is such a funny card here because it's always just been such an adventure. So I'm going to go ahead and fold over a piece of cardstock. It measures 8.5 by 5.5. I scored it in the middle at 4.25 inches, which is the exact half of 8.5, and I'm going to do that so that I can create a nice little border, white border around the cardstock. I think having that white and black really brings out the colors in the middle on the map. So I'm going to go ahead and just add some tape runner here to my card and stick that onto the front of the cardstock. And that is going to be the end of today's video tutorial. Now, if you're interested at all in the Stamp of Approval collection from Catherine Pooler, this stamp will be included. It's such an amazing deal. I have more details on the Stamp of Approval collection over on my blog. We're doing a giveaway today for the blog hop, so you have a chance to win the whole collection, which is well over $100 value. I believe it's usually over $120 value. So be sure to leave a comment there so you have a chance to win. And I look forward to showing you more creations such as this one, showing various aspects of the collection. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you're interested in one of my suggested videos, I would go ahead and click on the video I suggested, or you can go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!